Where is God? And how do we know about him? St. Paul, in our first reading, tells us that God is closer to the Athenians, whom he's speaking to, and also to us than we think. Standing at the Areopagus, the heart of ancient Greek culture, he invites the people to contemplate their existence right there and then, to look around and see God, the God who does not only dwell in sanctuaries, but the God who made the world and everything within it, and everything speaks of God. So through this seeking and finding, we will know and realize that God is not far from any one of us. This is the same assurance we hear in our gospel as our readings this week prepares us for the Feast of Ascension and the coming of the Holy Spirit. But for the Spirit to come, Jesus must leave once again and go to the Father. And with the thought of separation and departure, we sense the distress and anxiety of the disciples once again. How will they survive? Who will lead them and guide them now that he's gone again? The same questions we all have when we feel alone and have to face uncertainties ahead of us, especially during this time of pandemic. What's going to happen? And how will we know what to do? When to reopen? When to feel safe again to go out? The answer is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit promised by Jesus and given to us at Pentecost. The Spirit of truth, the advocate, will speak to us and guide us in all things, Jesus tells us. Which sounds great and amazing, doesn't it? Spirit speaking to us. Again, how will we know it's a Spirit? How will we hear the Spirit speaking to us? We go back to our first reading with St. Paul giving us some hints and showing us what to do. Stop, look, and listen to the Spirit of God who will send us forth to go and act. So stop, whether it may be for a couple of seconds, a minute, or even longer. We have to slow down and live in the moment, be grounded in the now, so that we can recognize that we are in the presence of the sacred. We stop, then we look. Be attentive to our environment, wherever that may be, wherever you are. Know that you are in the midst of God's creation. So what do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? Attending to our senses help us experience the here and now, being awake and aware of what is happening around us. We stop, we look, then we listen. Reflecting upon our senses, what comes up? What is God saying to you right now in this moment? What is the Holy Spirit asking you to do? Asking ourselves these questions will allow us to hear and see where God is leading us in our day-to-day life, or even the big questions, the big direction we need to go with our lives. It should lead us to a response, to go and do something. Perhaps it's to attend to a task that we've been putting off, procrastinating, or asking us to share what we have with those who have less. It might invite us to give someone a call or challenge us to offer an apology. Whatever it is, God is not far from any one of us. The Spirit of God is always with us. We just need to stop, look, Listen to hear where God is leading us, wherever we are. May we today and always have the courage and the boldness to follow in his ways.